On the show, we have discussed why I don't trust Donald Trump's reasons or numbers that he gives for the apprehensions at the border going down or the arrests at the border going down. They can't quite, come to a conclusion or a decision as to which number they really want to use. Sometimes they use them both. But I had plenty of good reasons to not believe that those numbers are an example of his policies working. I.e., do I believe that he really has the people out there like they were before and just the encounters are down? No, I don't believe that at all. Why? Because as we said previously, for those who haven't heard this yet, Donald Trump during COVID, during the Tulsa, Oklahoma rally, complained that they wanted to do more testing, and he was crying over the fact that if you have more testing, you have more cases. Again, testing reveals cases. The cases are there even if you don't test for them. But he didn't want people seeing the real numbers of how many people actually had COVID-19 during an election year, because he didn't want that to make himself look bad. He didn't like the optics. So instead of, just quietly doing it, he was like, I wanted to make sure that they had less testing, because when you have more testing, you have more cases, right? So that's reason enough to not trust Donald Trump's actions and what he's doing, and why I don't believe border numbers would actually be down if they were patrolling the border at the same rate that Biden would have. But here's another thing that I thought of the other day, another important point. What is Donald Trump doing with ICE? What is Donald Trump doing with Homeland Security? What is Donald Trump doing with Border Patrol? He's not focusing on preventing people from crossing the border, no. He's focusing on getting the people deported, even the people who shouldn't be deported. People like, Garcia, who was, not supposed to be deported to El Salvador and was deported to El Salvador. Like the gay hairdresser, makeup artist, or whatever, who was deported, who shouldn't have been deported. Like citizens, child citizens going through brain cancer treatment, got deported. So with all of these people working on rounding up the people that are here and trying to get them deported, even those people, not even caring whether or not they're correct or not on who they're deporting and who they're not, if you put all of those employees of the government for ICE or Border Patrol, Homeland Security, whatever it is, you put all those people into these roles, you're clearly going to have fewer people available to guard the border. So it's another reason why, you shouldn't say, oh, Trump's doing a good job, what he promised to do on the border. You can't say that because he's made the people who are responsible for apprehending people who cross the border, he's making them do other things. So there's fewer people available to do that. That's probably one of the other reasons why you're seeing apprehensions down. It's not because of Trump's policies that are scaring them from crossing the border. It's because he's having the people who would normally apprehend do other things. Now, and that's the thing. You might have believed me that he's purposefully not having the people apprehend so that he can artificially lower the numbers. And you may very well believe that. And that's cool if you do. I appreciate it. If you believe that theory of mine, cool. I think it's factual. I think it's logical at least. But even if you don't believe that, you have to accept the fact that if Donald Trump is doing other actions with these same employees, instead of having them meet the border, of course apprehensions are going to go down. It makes logical sense that apprehensions would go down because you don't have as many people working on apprehending. And of course, this is not to defend Donald Trump's policies or to say that we want Donald Trump's policies to succeed. We don't. But Donald Trump's claiming that he's having success in doing what he campaigned on, and I'm telling you, that's a load of BS. So what do you think? Agree, disagree? Leave your comments down below. Remember to like the video, share, subscribe. And unless you believe Donald Trump's numbers or you're a Nazi, have a good day.